there were photos from his media team on his social media handles proving that he was really in the EFCC facility. He had contact with, the officers there. Question, why wasn't he arrested? And of course, he came with an entourage of security agents as well. So we're wondering, are these security agents working for different countries, or they're working for different institutions if they're not working for the same country? You would wonder why a particular security agent is looking for someone, and the same security agents are guarding him. It's amazing enough that there will be exchange of power, exchange of arms and things like that. I don't understand it, but if you understand the power structures, in our country, you could call into the show as well and, share that with us. But we are also looking at the APC and the likelihood of sustaining their electoral method in Anambra State. I don't know what you think about that, but I think it's something that we need to consider. I mean, we're counting states off that's been taken over by the APC, and we have Anambra State hanging in there. We've probably never, okay, and Ebonyi State is being run by the APC, which of course it was the former governor David Umahi who moved, from the PDP to the APC, during his time as governor. And then, of course, Mwifuru Francis, who takes over from him, is also from the EFCC. And the people of Ebonyi are not so disappointed with him, according to what we know, according to the information's coming out from there. It doesn't seem like the Ebonians are too mad at the Francis Mwifuru administration. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome, sir. Your name and location, please.
Frank, am I talking to customer care?
No, this is not customer care. All right. Okay, this is Volt 104.3 FM, and this is High Voltage. This is analysis, interviews, topical conversations, and everything that you need to know in the state of affairs of our country and our nation, Nigeria. Welcome. My name is Mavis, and I've been telling you about the happenings around the country, all that's been going on in the past hours and in the past days. It's all interwoven together. Dangote had an exclusive on TV where he said so many things, and almost like an expose of all that's been going on, because we've been full of questions. We don't know what to think. We don't know whom to ask. Not with Owando making so much profit, running into trillions since the beginning of Owando. They've never made as much profit as they did in 2024, and we're just in the second quarter of the year. Like, it's not even over. We still have like 3 months to go, like the most important months of the year to go, and Owando has already declared trillions in profit, more than they ever have made in their entire existence. And one wonders, are we seriously at a loss in the country, or we are just at a loss for a few people in the country? Well, Dangote has made some very insightful statements in his press interview on TV, where he mentioned that the oil cartel, he used the word cartel, his area is worse than a drug cartel, more serious than a mafia cartel. And I don't know much about cartels, but it doesn't sound really good. Okay, so it seems we're dealing with a whole lot of trouble here. Okay, and he also mentioned that if he had known that all of these challenges would have come with this business of refinery with the country, he said he wouldn't have gone into the business. And then he also took people back as to when when he got the first contract to do this. He said he had been on this refinery since 2013. Yes, of course he has no regrets, but he cited that if he had his way, if he had some knowing in the future, he wouldn't have invested in this business. And also he has suggested that for some reason he cannot declare to Nigerians how much he is to sell his crude. And we believe that this is to be because of the squabbles between the NNPC, the NLC, and of course he himself. Because as much as he has been the one doing most of the crying, in the press, we will not forget that he is a businessman who is probably mostly in it for interests as well. 21 billion is not child's play. So we are talking real business here. So it seems that a lot of secrecy is surrounding the Nigerian Dangote refinery, surrounding the crude oil and gas industry in Nigeria. Nobody is telling us the truth. And of course, Dangote also called the federal government to return the payment of subsidy. You would wonder if he hasn't been in this country for the past 2 months. I mean, everybody knows that the government themselves, after telling us at the inauguration that the subsidies were gone completely, right? Last month, the government released a statement, the federal government released a statement telling Nigerians that the whole time we said we were not paying subsidies, we were paying subsidies, okay? Sorry, we lied, sorry, not sorry, but we've been paying subsidies the whole time. And also, we are going to continue paying the subsidies. So what does he mean? Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, this is Chigozie from Enugu.
You're welcome.
Okay. I want to comment on APC taking over some states.
Yeah.
Yeah. Edo State being the yardstick. I think one problem with Edo is that the outgoing governor, that's Obaseki,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he really performed. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
I was in Edo State, I think, a few months back. The roads there were terrible.
Okay.
Very terrible. In fact, I wouldn't want to live in Edo State.
Oh, really?
So, yes. I was there. I drove with my car and I regret doing that.
Sorry.
So, APC is in power at the federal level. So, if you want to actually muzzle power from them, you may have to do that with performance and win the people's hearts. Even though I know that generally most Nigerians are biased with APC and what they do and what they represent at the federal level. But you need to also win them with performance, which I doubt the Edo State governor, the outgoing governor, did.
Okay.
Then coming to Anambra, Anambra hasn't tested APC before.
No, not once.
You understand? So I feel it's difficult but not impossible for APC to take over Anambra State. One is that APGA seems, it resonates with Ojukwu.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Anambra State.
Mm-hmm.
So even if Soludo is not performing as much as people want, that sentiment towards Ojukwu and Nkabunkanyi kind of politics, will prove difficult for APC. But I know what APC cannot do does not exist. I know they can do a whole lot of magu-magu. In Ebonyi State, Ebonyi tested APC under Umahi. And I think, according to them, he did some works for them. He performed for them. Even though I feel that some of the works he did were not up to the standard it should be. But they felt he did well for them. So when he presented another candidate of the same party, they don't have to vote for him as if he actually voted for him. So what I'm trying to make you understand that Anambra is really a different ball game for APC. For them to win Anambra, it's not a massive win. They can just win. There's an organic support for APGA in Anambra. No matter who is there. In fact, Anambra will rather
So you don't think the vote buying and all that will affect it?
These people have sense. That's the I'm actually from another state, so I know my people. Not about that. You know that in every family in Anambra there's a millionaire there. Almost in every family. So what they take out of them